Here we are observing the Cedar decurrens, the native incense cedar. This is a tree that was planted on this site about 25 years ago. It's taken very, very well. It's performing nicely on site. It's had almost zero care. There's almost nothing to do to this tree. And this is the big mistake that's made with the incense cedar, is that people do too much to them. And of course, you never top the incense cedar. And you never tip the lateral limbs. If a limb has to be tipped because it's interfering with power lines or a roof line or something, you just want to take that stem all the way back to the main trunk and just eliminate it. And this way we are not recutting and retipping lateral limbs. Usually what happens anyway, if a lateral limb is tipped, it usually is going to die anyway. So better to let the tree stand in natural form, the so-called benign neglect management style, do almost nothing to the tree. The only thing that we can see that we can do to this tree is just a little bit of deadwood removal. And this is purely an aesthetic issue. The tree would self-prune those. If we don't do anything, it'll drop them on its own. Our intervention can be just to simply dress the tree up a little bit by removing the accumulation of dead tissue. Less is more when it comes to the incense cedar. We always try to use best management practices on each species that we care for. And this is one of those trees where you do almost nothing. Just give it a drink once in a while. Wash it down if you like. It'll brighten and freshen it up. Take a little stress off from our summer heat and keep the tree bright and clean. This is all that needs to be done with a valuable incense cedar. The only regret anyone ever makes by planting the cedar is they ask themselves, why didn't we plant more of those?